Hello, hello, y'all. This is Laurie with Laurie Resiliently Crafting. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing? Welcome, welcome. We are in the Lolly's Crafty Friends VIP group today. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Just waiting on Celeste to finish up. That is a really cool booklet for keeping up with receipts. And I want to get into paper crafting, y'all, but I got so much I got going on already. I don't know where to start. So if by chance you see this little red button right here, you caught me live. If not, just do hashtag replay, and I'll get back to you just as soon as Mr. FB lets me see you. Hey, Cheryl A. Bear, how you doing, beautiful? Thank you for being here, sweetheart. Thank you. I appreciate you. And there's Mary T. Hey, girl, hey. How you doing, beautiful? How's everybody? Is everybody having a magnificent Monday? Or is everybody still running crazy for the holidays? Yes, everybody running crazy for the holidays. I know I had to run to town to do a couple things because y'all don't know, my third grandchild and my second grandchild's birthday are exactly the same day, which is Wednesday, the 17th. Thank you for spreading the love, sweetheart. Hey, Melissa Rose, how you doing? Thank you for sprinkling, sweetie. Thank you for sprinkling. And there's Lolly's Crafted Design, our hostess with the mostest. So, as soon as I get shared over there, and I'm sure that's what Miss Ollie is working on, I'm going to go ahead and hit my refresh button. I'm done. Thank the Lord. I know, right? I've got a few more things I need to pick up, but my husband and I went Saturday, and knocked out the majority of it. So I just got a few things left to do, and then it goes to wrapping. My grandson said, the one that lives with us, the 16-year-old. Hey, Cindy, how you doing, beautiful? My 16-year-old said, grandson said, Mamie, when y'all gonna start putting stuff under the tree? I said, maybe when I start getting stuff wrapped. Dang, boy, slow down. Hey, Karen Jean, how you doing, beautiful? Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Okay, I still see Celeste. So, she's just finishing up. I'm just waiting on to get shared over into the group, y'all. Just waiting on getting shared over. We're going to use a little bit of Dollar Tree and a little bit of Dollar General. Dollar General and Dollar Tree, y'all. I'm in the group. Awesome, Ollie. Thank you, girl. Let me hit my refresh button again and find it. So we can find me. And y'all, I don't have a Christmas sweater. And I wasn't going to go buy one. So this is an ugly sweater. My husband says it's an ugly sweater every time I put it on. But it's one of those long sweaters. It goes all the way down to your knees. And it's one of those ones that you throw on when the wind's blowing because it keeps your legs covered too. So cold here in Ohio. It's supposed to get above freezing tomorrow. Awesome. Been wrapping as some things come in. I know I need to start, but yeah, I just haven't. And the reason being is I have to bend over to do that, and that bothers my back. So, procrastination when it hurts it's a real thing too, right? Hey, Trisha, how you doing, beautiful? Thank you for being here, my Georgia sister. All right, we are going to, and we all know the theme is ugly sweater or crafter's choice. Well, like I said, I don't have an ugly sweater as far as a Christmas ugly sweater. I do have an ugly sweater. My husband said, well, that works right there. Yes, welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I do. And thank you, Ollie, for having me and allowing me to join into your events. And I'll be on again Wednesday. Hey, Donna's Crafts. Hey, girl. Hey. Yes, my beautiful Georgia sister. Hey, Mandy. How you doing, sweetie? Boy, you sounded like you felt rough. You sounded this morning like you wasn't feeling good. But you made an adorable sweater, girl. You did. So let's get started. Like I said, this is just a Dollar Tree, one of those mason jars. So we're going to use the surface. You loving the sweaters? You love those sweaters? Yeah, I love a long sweater because, one, it covers my tail. I've got a fetish about being the booty being all hanging out there. I just do. It bothers me. I guess I'm just too modest, and with age, it just gets worse, right? Hey, Pamela, how you doing, beautiful? Thank you for being here. Hey, Joyce, Creations with J&J. How you doing, girl? How you doing? And we still have 1, 2, 3 more people after me. We are having a 1-hour intermission. We had something that come up for our next creative, so they're not going to be in. Hey, Michelle Basque Originals. I know your name. You're Shelly. There you go. Hey, girl. Hey, welcome, welcome. And if any of y'all are not following, I would greatly appreciate it if you touch my nose and touch the buttons. The buttons give you the option to like, follow, and turn on your notification. And you can also do ! Notify, and that will supposed to turn on your notifications. So when I go live, you won't miss me. You won't miss me. Okay, I've got an old pillow. It was one of those body pillows, and it has the tassels on the ends, right? It has the tassels on the ends. Well, I tore it apart. I tore it apart, y'all. And I got it at a yard sale, and I thought maybe I could get that stain out. That's not happening. It was not happening. I said, well, that's okay. We can use it for crafting, because I can always use the stuffing out of the main pillow part of it. I can use it on my other projects. So it's a win-win, right? Hey, Shop Paradise Creations. I can't remember your first name. I'm bad about names. But at 7 p.m., like I said, we're going to take a 1-hour intermission. At 7 p.m., it's the Tattered Willows with Miss Lisa. At 8 p.m., it's going to be J&J with Miss Joyce. Creations by J&J, I'm sorry. And then closing us is TLC's Country Creations by Tish. So y'all not going to want to miss the rest of the event, even though we're going to have and it's at supper time, so that's a good thing, right? We can go run in and go get something to eat, you know, take a breather before it all starts again, and we don't miss anybody, right? There we go. Thank you. Somebody's already turned on, but thank you. I appreciate that. Karen. God, I knew that, Karen. I think it's the Y in your Karen that throws me off, girlfriend, but it's okay. I'll remember that. I'll try. I really, really will try. Okay, so let's get to work. I am going to use this end so that we don't have to cut the other end. And some of it's really dirty, but it's okay. We're going to be covering it up, a lot of it up. Got something on it right there. But like I said, it's dirty. But we're going to make it work. We're going to make it work, right? Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. You know, the chat bots, the FB loves for y'all to use those chat bots. They love it. 604 days. Oh, my goodness. You've been here a minute, girl. Took me forever for everybody's name. I know, it still takes me forever, and I've been doing this for 4 years. It still takes me forever, but it's okay. It's okay. Alright, so I am going to cut it right above the top here, because I'm not sure if we're going to go around the little top piece and then add to it, or if we're going to snip it down and cut it around it. I haven't figured that out yet. But we're going to use it. So let me stick this over here to the side. With my other fabric. 598 days. Look at y'all go. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. All right. So the first thing we need to do, and I was thinking that we're going to have to paint this, but I double checked, and you cannot see through. You cannot see through it. Can anybody see any pink through that? 103 days. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Look at y'all go. I appreciate you. Oh, let me pull this up. I didn't pull it up to see my other comments if I miss anybody. I like to use 2 devices just in case, but because I am out in my craft shack, sometimes it doesn't want to give me them on my phone as well as my laptop. Sometimes they'll freeze on my phone or freeze on my laptop because I have to have a Wi-Fi booster so that it works like it's supposed to. It's just okay. Mary says, no, I was here for your other pages too. I know, Cheryl. I know, girl. Yeah, yeah. I know there's a couple people that I follow, and I'm like, I know darn well I followed them longer than that. I know I have. Okay, now, let's see. Did I cut that too short? I don't think I did. But we might have to go ahead and paint this bottom. So let's go ahead and knock it out real quick. Knock it out real quick. And I am using the Dixie Belle Fluff. Dixie Belle Fluff. Dixie Belle Fluff. And while I have the white out, I'm going to take this metal piece. Oh, see, you can tell it come from the dollar store. Come from the dollar store. And I think I got this back when things were still $1. But I did pop off the little metal piece, and I am going to paint it white as well. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that too. We're going to do that too. Because we're going to use this up. We're not going to rust it. We're going to glitter. Yeah. Y'all, we're going to glitter. And I'm not a glitter girl. I'm not a glitter girl. How did you get that to pop up on your live for us to use? It just came up and said, do you want to start conversations? So I clicked on it, and it was in the settings when I pulled it up. But I did an update not too long ago, so I think it might have had something to do with that. Because we all know that the FB is always doing updates. Always. Always, always. It's just something new that showed up on my options when I started my video. Because most videos now, they're wanting to make them straight into reels. So, anyway. It's just one of those new feature things, the FB, and if you haven't had an update lately, you may not have it. I know it does it all the time. It throws me a curve every time. It's like, wait a minute, something don't look right. Something don't look right. Yeah, it's because they moved the share button or they moved something. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Y'all, stop. You know, it worked before you broke it. It worked before you broke it. It did. It does those things. Okay, let's go ahead and give it another real quick coat. Just another real quick coat over top of the coat that we've already got. And this is metal, so it gets pretty darn hot. It's pretty darn hot. Hot. But I am just going to set this aside and let it finish drying. Right over here. And I can't think of this. Oh, yeah, we're going to put a little bit of white down here just so this pink won't show. Just so this pink won't show too much. I think I have that feature on my live. Yeah, sometimes it takes a while. Hey, Robin, how you doing, beautiful? How you doing? I ain't believing Christmas is just next week, right? It's just, it's right at our door. Sure is. Things just get kind of crazy, y'all. Things just want to get kind of crazy. But my husband and I went ahead Saturday and we went to the next biggest town over from our town because we live in a little bitty backwoods town. We don't live in a city whatsoever. We live in the woods, y'all. We live in the woods. And we like it like that. It's peaceful. It's quiet. You don't have all them people trying to get into your business about things, you know. And you don't have the historical end of the city trying to tell you what color to paint. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right? I know. Why do they keep messing with things? It worked fine before you start messing with it. And we all know that every time they do an update, something changes, and then the glitches start, and everybody ends up having all kinds of glitches. And it's like, really? Sometimes it can be so aggravating. Hey, Sheila Ann, how you doing, girl? How you doing? Thank you for being here. So, we are going to make an ugly sweater, but we're putting it on a board, because this is the only ugly sweater that I own. And I don't have a Christmas one. I used to. I'm not going to say that I didn't. I used to have a couple of them, but I didn't save them because they were just taking up room in my closet. And I'm running out of room, even though my grandson and I gave 4 bags, garbage bags, 1 13-gallon, and then 3 39-gallon garbage bags of clothes, that stuff that I don't wear or haven't worn in the last couple of years. I told my husband, I said, I have got to stop. Got to stop. And then he started asking me what I wanted for Christmas. I said, no clothes. I don't need clothes. You know, I don't need clothes, because we're at that age now. If I need something, we just go ahead and go get it, you know, and get it out of the way. That way we've got it. And yeah. And he works, being out there at the college, they're always doing promotion things, trying to get, you know, more students in, so on and so forth. So every time the school makes a t-shirt, I get a new t-shirt too. Hey, Misty, how you doing, beautiful? Thank you, thank you. Good evening, good evening. How you doing? All right, so let's go ahead, and we're going to put this on here. I'm going to try to do the nasty side further over, so that we don't have to look at that ugliness. And we're going to scoot it down. Like I said, I painted it. Painted the edge so that if we could see some of it. But I think I'm going to put it on there like so. I'm going to put it on there like so, and then we're going to put that silver piece over top of all these. If it works. If it don't work, then I'll cut it off. I'll cut it off. But our bottom down here is going to show. Okay. Our bottom's going to show a little bit, but it's okay. It's okay. I didn't get it quite long enough. And you can pull more, and it will, because it is fabric. You know, we know fabric likes to stretch. Fabric likes to stretch a little bit. Okay, let's grab our fabric tack. Fabric tack. Fabric tack. We're going to use the fabric tack. So everybody have a good weekend. We went on the Saturday that we usually do our Christmas shopping for the last probably 5 or 6 years. That Saturday when we go out to do our Christmas shopping, we will usually go to breakfast somewhere because we're out and about pretty early. You know, my husband gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so it's normal for him to want to get up at an early hour and get moving and get motivated, you know. Now, once he retires, that probably will change. But right now, he's still getting up and going to work. So, but I told him the other day, I said I was looking into, I don't know if y'all seen all the advertisements for the We Create laser. Boy, they trying to sell that joker. They trying to sell that. God forbid you watch one of those videos that's going around. You take the time to watch one of those things, then you got the algorithm sending them to you on a regular basis. It's like, golly, I just watched it one time, and now everybody that's getting one, or somebody that's having a sale or something. And I told my husband, I said, I'm just thinking about when you retire. Because you're going to be out there building wood stuff. Hey, Stacy, how you doing? Vintage Grace Decor, how you doing, beautiful? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I'm just going to lay this right across the trash can because it does have some fibers that want to fly everywhere. Wants to fly everywhere. Wants to fly everywhere. So we're just using the fabric tack. I love this stuff. I do. And it adheres really well. It adheres really well. It does. Now it does take a minute for it to set in and for it to get good and sticky, but it will. Wouldn't mind having a laser cutter. I wouldn't mind having one either. That's what I tried to tell him. I said, you know, we got to remember that when you retire, we got to have something to do. Because both of us are going to go plumb stir crazy if we don't have things to do. We will. Because we've always worked, we've always done things, you know, and it will help keep our mind occupied and, you know, be able to do more things. So, yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. But once we get, I don't know if y'all seen the reel or not of my craft space. Once we get that carport area that's over on this side of the building, once we get that carport area straightened out and we can get that wood up, and then he will put a false floor in, probably just a wood floor, so that he can set up saws, my big saws out there, so that I'm able to start doing cutouts of different things that I'm going to start trying to sell and do wood kits. So, you know, it's all a work in progress, and good things don't come just overnight. You got to wait on them. There's work involved. There's work involved. Okay, now let's see what we got. Oh, look at there. Look at there, look at there. We got a sweater mason jar. We got a sweater mason jar, y'all. We got a sweater mason jar. We do. Okay, I'm just going to pull this up and get it where it needs to be. I'm going to hold her down. We got to hold her down. Let me put just a little bit right here. And pull these strings over where it's starting to fray. But it's okay. It's okay. So anybody got any big plans for Christmas? Got friends coming, family coming, any of that? You know, and my daughter and my son, and they kind of laugh at us, you're retiring, They don't stop and think about the things that we've worked for. We've been married, March will be 31 years. And nowadays, it's almost unheard of. It's a shame, but it's almost unheard of. But when you put your faith in God, and you know that the man that you're married to, or your spouse, is the man that or woman that God has lined you up with, that's your soulmate. Hey, Vonda, how you doing, girl? How you doing? Okay, we're gonna let that sit and let it dry for just a minute. Let me grab another wipey here and wipe this off so the lid won't stick on me. So what's everybody having for supper tonight? I made a big early Sunday morning. Got up, got ready for church, and when I first got up, I went ahead and started some chili, and it sat in the crock pot all afternoon, all morning while we were at church. Hey, Jody Phillips, how you doing, beautiful? How you doing? All my kids will be home for Christmas. Awesome sauce, Fonda. That's great. That is really good. Chris and I will be married 30 years this August. Well, congratulations, Karen. Congratulations. Okay, I got this little ice skate. And I'm not doing Christmas. I'm doing more winter. And the reason being is the Christmas decor is done. There's very few people still buying Christmas decor, because if you don't have it out by now, you're probably not going to have it out. I'm making beans. I've been hungry for them. Yep. And I made a couple weeks ago the 15 bean soup packet, We made that with a ham. So, especially with this cooler weather down here, we love beans or chili or any of that stuff. And we're one of those Southerners that puts beans in our chili. For those that don't eat chili without beans, or chili don't have beans in it, that's an argument of your own. You know what I'm saying? No Christmas this year. Had to get a new roof. Well, that's a Christmas present, Jody. That's a Christmas present. That's your Christmas present to each other, right? I'd much rather have a nice, safe roof on my house than to worry about what's up underneath the tree. I'm just saying. Okay, I also got these little icicles from the Dollar General, and I paid $1 for them. And they're Christmas tree ornaments. They are. Because I've got some on my tree. I'm going to take these, and we are going to slide these up underneath our sweater here so that they'll dangle. And what I'll probably do is just hot glue it this way. Hot glue it like this. Oh, fiddlesticks. Hot glue it like this. Come on, hot glue. You done got stuck or what? There it goes. There it goes. It was having a moment. But don't we all? Don't we all? So we're going to put our little icicles down here on the bottom. Down on the bottom. Let me get my little rubber finger thing here so I don't get hurt. Because I don't get hurt. Okay. I was going to let that sit. And then we're going to go ahead and put some of these all down here on the bottom so they dangle with the rest of it, right? We want it to dangle with the rest of it. It's not chili without the beans. I know, right? I love beans. In fact, my grandson had a friend of his spend the night over the weekend, Saturday night, and he went to church with us. And he said he didn't eat chili because it bothers his stomach. I said, I understand that. Some people can't handle it. Well, my grandson was over there eating it when we got home from church Sunday. And he seen, we're a mushroom lover. The whole family loves mushrooms. Hey, Sarah Rogers, how you doing, beautiful? 21 eyeballs. Woo, woo. Y'all go, go, go. That's y'all. That's y'all. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Y'all bless my heart. You do, you do. That y'all take time out of your day to come hang out with me. I'm nobody special. Nobody special. But God thinks I am, so that's all that matters, right? God says I am, so that's all that matters. Hey, Jen, how you doing? You still enjoying that retirement, girlfriend? Still enjoying that retirement? Oh, get your fanny back over there. Who told you you could come out? Yeah, do y'all talk to your crafts? I do. I talk to my crafts. They get out of hand, I got to remind them who's the boss. Got to remind them who's boss, you know. Every now and then, it's one of them things that you got to do. Come on, get off of there. Get off of there. I tried to move it over some, now it wants to give me a hard time. Hey, Loris, how you doing, beautiful? How you doing? You are awesome. That is great. That is great. Yes, retirement is a whole new way of life. It sure is. Whole new way of life. And I told my husband the other day, I said, and it's sad that I'm retired / disabled, so I'm unable to work. I said, but there's days I'm on the go and do more retired or disabled than I did when I was working. I'm like, really? How's that happening? How is that happening? I don't get it. Why is that? It's because I'm not working that I volunteer myself to go out and do this for somebody or do that, which is not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. It's not a bad thing. But it's like my husband. He still goes to work, so he knows that I got time to go and do it. Talk to myself all day long. Oh, thank you for them stars, Cheryl. Thank you, sweet friend. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's so appreciated. Never expected, but so appreciated. And you bless my heart, you girl. You do. Okay. We got one more to put up here. See if it's not going to give us a hard time. Because they're wanting to. They're wanting to. We're just loading them up, though. We're loading them up. We're loading them up. Get in there. Get in that glue and stay there. Stay there. I feel super busy, and for some reason, the days seem shorter. I know, Jen. I know. It's like, how did I get all that done and when I was working? I don't get it. How did I do it all? How did that happen? I don't get it. I don't. Okay, I'm just adding a little bit more glue because some of these pieces are wanting to be persnickety and do what they want to do and not what its caregiver is requesting here. Thank you, sweet friend. Thank you, Cheryl. Yeah, Cheryl's been with me since way back when I started off, when I was crafting by faith with Laurie. Been 4 years now. 4 years, y'all. It is. It's like, where's the time go? Where'd it go? Okay, I'm going to snip all this extra. We don't need it now. Now that it's done. I said getting a trash can. See what I mean? They're being persnickety. Yep. And my husband, he's working this week. Even though school gets out this week, he's all his college students that he has are done. They're complete. They're getting ready to have a small graduation for a couple that got awards Thursday, and then, but he also does from 3 to 4 in the afternoon. The high school in that county has students that goes over to the college to learn things about the robotics and maintenance and so on and so forth. Let me grab a drink. So he got home early today because he was dreading it. He said, it's going to be a long day. He said, all my college students are done. So the only thing I've got is my high school students, and they don't get there till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm going to be, it's going to be kind of trying to find things to get done and take care of and all that stuff. It's going to be a long day is what he was saying. Okay. Hold that down for just a second. For just a second. Okay, so now we got our dangles. And we got our, we got our icicles. Because we're going to let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow. And all y'all that live up there in them colder states, I know you know what I'm talking about. Because the snow's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Last year was so funny. I'm going to untie this bow and kind of pull it over to the side because it's wanting to be in the front. And I don't want it to be in the front. I want it to be on the side where it's going to lay like I want it to. I think I'm going to cut these down just a little bit because they want them to be crazy too. And I'm just going to put a dab of glue right there just to hold her down like she's supposed to. Hold her down like she's supposed to. Ow! That's hot. That's hot. Thanks, Donna. Thanks, Donna. Thanks, Mary. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so now we're going to put our ice skate on our mason jar. Y'all, live brain is a real thing. Anybody ever told you that it was not? They're telling you stories. They are telling you stories. And I am using the Fabri-Tac as well as the hot glue. The Fabri-Tac will be the forever hold, and the hot glue will be the hold me now. Hold me now. Because we are going on top of fabric, y'all. We are going on top of fabric. So we're going to use both. We're going to nip it in the bud and get it with both. Going to get it with both. And there we go. We need another glue stick. I'll be glad when these little bitty glue sticks are gone. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And y'all know I have to have a little heater and all that out here. It got cold here in South Georgia. The temperature last night dropped down to 23 degrees. And for South Georgia, that's cold. That is very unusual for us at this time of year. It's 10 here right now. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Those upstate, western upstates, all them upstates that are getting all that snow. I'm praying for y'all. Y'all just please stay warm. Stay warm. Okay, so now we got our skate on our sweater. Don't you like how this right here goes kind of across right where the top of the mason jar goes? And I've got this big snowflake right here, and it's red. And it's a big snowflake. And I was thinking that we're going to put it up here on the top. But before we do that, we need to zhuzh up our little piece that goes across the top here. Let me snip this. It's wanting to fray. But I am going to take, and I did not grab the Mod Podge. We're going to take the Mod Podge. And let me grab a piece of paper towel or something. I have some paper towel right here. So we're going to Mod Podge this up, and we're going to glitter it up. Hey, Glenda O'Farrell, how you doing, beautiful? Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, girl. I do. Okay. So we are going to Mod Podge the top of it so that we can glitter it up. Glitter it up, y'all. And y'all know I'm not much of a glitter girl. But I'm thinking snow. And snow glitters. When it hasn't been touched or messed with or animals walk through or anything like that, and the sun hits it a certain way, it does glitter and glisten. So that's what we're doing, y'all. That's what we're doing. And this is extra fine glitter, crystal diamond. It's a crystal diamond, and I got it from the Wally World. I got it from the Wall World. The Wally World. Okay. All right, let's put that in the water. It's dry. Well, my devices over here, my tools are getting tangled up. My tools are getting tangled up. And I'm just going to dry that. That's right on the main piece. And that's one thing I like about this. Even though it blows hot air, it doesn't go psh and blow even this little bit of glitter. It doesn't blow it around too bad because it's quiet. It's quiet. It doesn't have all that power behind it. Don't have all that power behind it. But it does have, it does get hot. It does get hot. But again, after me, at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to take in a 1 hour intermission. Our creative that was going to be on at 6, something's come up. And so we're just going to take an intermission. So that way nobody else messes with the schedule and all the things and start confusing people. And it's okay because it's supper time, right? And the rest of us can run and go get us some supper and get that out of the way. And then be ready to go to watch creatives when we're done. When we're done. Okay, now we're going to put this up here, like so. So it's going to have a glistening top. It's going to have a glistening top. And I like how it goes right up underneath these double rows right here. So that's a good thing. So that's a good thing. Let me see. Yep, there's the hole. And there's the hole. So I got that just about right. Alright, so we are going to use the fabric tack as well as the hot glue, because the fabric tack is going to keep it down for good. Where the hot glue has a tendency to let loose on the metal. And the fabric tack will be its forever hold. So we're going to do both. Hey Christine, hey girl, how you doing, beautiful? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. Everybody had a good Monday today. Has it been a good Monday? I had to run to town. Had to go get meds. You know, that seems like that's 2 or 3 times a week. I'm like, really? Why can't we do this all at one time and get it done and over with? Every time I turn around, it's got to go get meds. Got to go get meds. Yeah, it's either for myself or for my husband. Either for myself or for my husband. So we're going to hold this down so it's not going to pop up on us. Not going to pop up on us. And we are in the Lolly's Crafty Friends event, VIP. VIP friends. The VIP friends. Let's get this little bit of glue. Look, where the glue stuck to my fingers, I got glitter right there in just those 2 little spots. That's okay. A little bit of glitter's okay. As long as we get it up and don't make a mess with it, we'll be all right. It did blow some, but not a lot. But I've got my little mini vacuum cleaner, my desktop vacuum cleaner, and it will get a bunch of that up too. So, yeah. Now it's just saying this one's watching, this one's watching. Y'all quit talking. Y'all quit talking. Okay, so we got and the glitter on the top here goes with the glitter on the icicles, right? And then we got this big snowflake I want to put there. But I think we need to put, did I throw that away? Did I throw that away? Don't know if I did or not. That's not it. There it is. There it is. Let's just take this off of there. Let's just take this off of there. And see if we can get it to go through like it's supposed to. Like it's supposed to. It may not go through this fabric. It may not. There we go. There we go. Just gotta be a little forceful with it. Just gotta be a little forceful with it. And there we go. Pull that back. Grab my scissors right here. We're gonna snip that frayed piece right there off. Uh-oh. Okay, there it is. Hey, Andrew. How you doing, buddy? Hey. How you doing? Thank you for being here. You been good? You been a good kid? Huh? You been behaving yourself? I sure hope so. No ugly words. Remember what I said about that the other day? Jesus don't like ugly words. He don't. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. We got it. We got it. So we got our hanger back on there. I wanted to put that on there before I put the snowflake on and start adding my snowflakes. And now the red goes with the little bit of red in the skate itself. We didn't do anything to the skate. The skate came just like that last year from the Dollar General. Dollar General. Yeah, we do. Everybody's got one. Every other corner of about every 20 miles, there's a Dollar General somewhere. There is. There is. I have a question for you. We don't have time for questions right now. But you have a wonderful day and behave yourself. And God will bless you, son. God will bless you. Just don't say no ugly words. We don't do ugly words around here. God don't like it. And it's his birthday, so we don't want to make him mad. We don't want to make him mad. Not at all. Okay. We don't want to make him mad. Alright. We're going to hold that down for just a minute, just to give the glue and the fabric tack time to mingle and get to know each other. Put the lid on that because I'm pretty sure I'm done with that. I think I'm done with that. We got 20 minutes. We got 20 minutes. All right. I went ahead and did up some snowflakes. They're the red and the blue that's in the skate, because we're going to cover it up with a bunch of snowflakes. We're going to cover it up with a bunch of snowflakes. And I also want to do a tag. So let's get these snowflakes off of here, and then we'll figure out where we're going to put them. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Cheryl. Yeah, it kind of did. It kind of did. I was telling my grandson this morning, I was like, what am I going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do. And then his closet now, where his bedroom is, was one of my craft room closet. And he has so there's still a few odd things in there that I haven't really found a place to put yet. And I went in there and I was like, oh yeah, wait a minute, I've got that. Let me look. He was like, what you looking for, Mimi? I said, I'm looking for some stuff to make. And I was telling him about the event and what the theme was. He's like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And that's what, yeah. And I am going to take this little piece of ribbon that came off of the Valentine's mason jar. Let's just snip that off. Be done with that. Do the same on this end. And we are going to make a little bow. Just a little shoestring bow out of this ribbon that came with the tag to begin with. Came with the tag to begin with. I'm just going to try to get it to do like it's supposed to. I'm going to put that over the skates burlap strings. We are. And we're going to put some more of the snowflakes on here. Oh, my dog's barking. My dog's barking. And we're going to put that right over top of that, like so. And it'll just make it stand out a little bit more. It's not quite the right red, but it's okay. It's okay. It's supposed to be an ugly sweater. Not supposed to be matchy-matchy. Thank you, Ollie. Thank you. Supposed to be an ugly sweater. Supposed to be an ugly sweater. Let's see. We got one more. Let's put that up there. Move that down there and swap that around. I think that'll work. How about that, y'all? What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that with them snowflakes? Ooh, can't see. You see it? Can you see it? Thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all just don't even know how much that I do appreciate you. And I'm very thankful that God has brought me to several events that people are godly people. And they don't mind hearing about Jesus, you know. I've had some people tell me that I shouldn't talk about Jesus on my page. I'm like, well, all I can say is if the people that watch me don't want to hear about Jesus, that maybe I'm not the page for them. You love the snowflakes? Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Misty. Yeah, the snowflakes was kind of a last minute thing when I was trying to put it together. I was like, it's going to need something else besides the skate and the big snowflake, because there's going to be several pieces, areas that's going to be blank. And we all know an ugly sweater is lined up. There's not a good open spot for nothing. It's got all kinds of stuff on it. It just does. But I don't have, like I said, I used to have one in my closet, but I'm limited on space, so I had to get rid of a bunch of stuff. Oh, that one, the glue come right out through the middle of that. Ooey, ooey. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you. Oh, yeah, just a little FYI, my daughter went home last Tuesday and has sworn back off the bottle. So if you would, please keep her in your prayers, that she will be steadfast in her decision and that she will stay true to herself and to God and do what she says she's going to do, continue doing what she said she's going to do, because I truly believe there's power in prayer. There is power, mighty power in prayer. Hey, Karen Robinson, how you doing, beautiful? How you doing? Right, Mandy? You know, if you're a follower of Christ, you already know what it says about you deny me and I'll deny you before the Father. And I don't want to be denied. So I'm going to talk about my Jesus, whether they like it or not. I'm just going to forewarn them that maybe this page isn't for them if you don't want to hear about Jesus, because he saved my life in my low times. And I will never deny him. Never. There's nobody worth doing that for myself and my family, because I plan on seeing my family again when the time comes. When the time comes, I plan on being around my family again, because that's his plan for us, right? Hey, Pat, how you doing, beautiful? How you doing? Okay, this is my project for my ugly sweater, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. It's got kind of a sweater material on it, and what that is a pillow cover that was for a body pillow, if you missed the beginning, and I just tore it all apart. And then we added some icicles. It came from the Dollar General, along with the fringe that was on the pillow. And then the ice skate also came from the Dollar General, probably a couple years ago. I'm not really sure when. Now, this snowflake here, did get it today. I was like, ooh, that'll make it really stand out. You have 2 grandbabies that are proof there is power in prayer. Amen, amen. I do too. I got grandbabies that are proof. My first grandson, my daughter lost a set of twins before my grandson that I have now. And it was a set of twin girls. And it took them 4 years. Hey, Galen, it took them 4 years to get pregnant and have another one. And he's a miracle baby. And he's my first grandson, and he's also the one that lives with us, who is now 16. I love Jesus. Without him, I'd hate to think where I might be. Amen, Pat. Amen. Tell it, sister. Tell it. Yeah, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know where I'd be if I didn't have Jesus. I really don't, because it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be a good thing for sure. And the life that I live, for the time that I live that life, I'm far from perfect. Far, far, far from perfect. But he knows that I'm not perfect. And he knows that I need him. So this is my ugly sweater. Again, we're going to have a 1 hour intermission. So that's just going to give y'all some time to run, go get you something to eat, get you, take a potty break, grab a drink, whatever. Because we still got 3 more creatives coming on. We're going to be on until 9 p.m. tonight. And we are in the Lolly's Crafty Friends event, VIP. And I just love this event. I do. The people in here just bless my heart. Yes, he is. He is. And I'm thankful that I'm in an event that I'm able to share my love for Christ, because I'm a recovered alcoholic, and by the grace of God, this past October, I've been sober 20 years. And if I didn't have Jesus, I'd be in the ditch dead somewhere. And I know that because I was headed down a really bad path. And it was all due to alcohol. It was not other drugs. It was just alcohol. But alcoholism runs in my family. And he had to take me down and put me in a place that I was as low as I could go before I could come up. But he knew that this hard-headed heifer, it was going to take all that for me to come back to him the way I should. And my husband was the same way. He got sober. I got sober in October, and he got sober the following January. And we've been on the straight and narrow, the best that we know how as humans, ever since. Now we've had some ups and downs, but it isn't nothing that God couldn't take care of. God took care of everything, And even my husband was talking about it earlier, because we were talking about my son and them having financial difficulties and having to figure out how they're going to get a car fixed, and Christmas and birthdays and yada, yada, yada. I was like, there was many times that we did without because we didn't have it. But my kids never went without clothes. They never went without food. Now, they didn't have four-wheelers and all that kind of stuff. The people go way out of debt for their kids. I can't do that. I was never been able to do that. And now that I'm in my senior years, we still get by month to month, and when it kills us to not be able to help one of our children like they need to. But I was never helped either. My father and my mother both lived paycheck to paycheck. We never went without. We didn't never have all the extras either, And I know that God has been working in my life since I was 10, 11 years old, because I got saved when I was 12. Now, granted that I was not taken into the church that we were going to at the time where I got saved, there was a pastor there that took me under his wing and mentored me and so on and so forth, and it was great. Well, then my mother and father got a divorce, and we moved from that town. Well, we were no longer close by that mentor, and slowly we grew apart. And because of that, I pulled away from God, because I wanted to live life the way I thought I wanted to live it. And he had different plans. His plans always much better than my own. Hey, Sharon, how you doing? Maybe some story will help him, right? Yeah. And, you know, I've dealt with both my kids, my son as well. When he got out of the Army, he went down a bad way, in a bad stream, you know, but because of the Army and everything that he endured while he was in Afghanistan, I understand why he turned to drugs. I totally understand it. I didn't okay it, but in the same token, he had to wait for God to take him down that tough road and bring him to his bottom before he was going to wake up and say, I can't do this. I can't do this. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, sweet friend. Thank you. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I do. I love each one of y'all. Let's see if we can get some hearts working. Let's see. Whoop, whoop, there it goes. We got it going on. We got confetti too for our ugly sweaters, And everybody's doing a fantastic job. Ollie does a wonderful job with these events, and kudos to anybody that runs an event on a weekly basis, because it is hard work. And my nerves, I know for me, my nerves couldn't handle that. I just couldn't do it. First time somebody said, look, I can't come, or didn't check in or whatever, I would just, the ugly side would show up. You know, the person that I don't want to be. Thank you for sprinkling, Pat. Thank you so much, darling. I appreciate that. So this is my ugly sweater. And it is a Dollar Tree Mason form with a pillow cover over top of it and some odds and ends that came from the Dollar General. And these are just some snowflakes that are painted to kind of match the skate with the pale blue and the whites. Those are some that I had in my stash that I believe I got from the Hobby Lobby. You know, they come in those little wooden boxes. They got little squares for each stack of snowflakes to sit in. But once you take that plastic off, there's no way to keep them in that little box. So I put them in this. Otherwise, they're everywhere. So this is what I got. I love you too, Ollie. I do. And thank you again for me being allowed to talk about my Jesus and a little bit of my testimony, because I know there's people out there that struggle. But if you believe in God and you have God in your heart and know that He is your Savior, not just your Savior, but your Lord and your Savior, then He's got you. Don't worry. Don't struggle, because that is all things of Satan. Satan don't want you to be happy. He's out to kill, steal, and destroy. And he doesn't want you to be joyful. Even when things are hard, he wants you to turn the other cheek and go the other way. But if you belong to God and just give it to Him, He knows what you're going through. He knows your struggles, and He will be there for you. So I'm praying for each and every one of y'all. I thank y'all so very much for being here. I love you, Ollie. I love all y'all. And I pray for y'all. I do. I pray for y'all. And if any of you are not following, please hit that follow button. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm still trying to get my people back up to where they were before the ugly people took them back a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Amen, Cheryl. Amen. Hey, Cheryl King, you snuck in on me, girlfriend. You did. But y'all go. We're fixing to go ahead and take our intermission for 1 hour. We'll be back at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's going to be the Tattered Willow with Miss Lisa, and she's a fun crafter too. She's got all kinds of. She's real people is what they're called. She's real people. So y'all have a great evening. I'm fixing to go get me some chili, and thank y'all for being here. And I will be on tomorrow. I think at 2 Eastern tomorrow. I will be on tomorrow. I love y'all, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.